Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great night. It is currently 8 p.m. here in Atlanta, and today we are talking about what happened, what happened to my 700 horsepower Mustang. Why is it down? Why I haven't had it in 3 months, and what's the status on it? I rent out my Ford Mustang, which is actually probably my favorite car out of my whole fleet. I got a lot of cars, but my Mustang, man, it's raw. Like, my Mustang wants to kill me. Like I know it wants to fucking kill me, man. Like, it wants to kill me. It's 700, well, it's like 697 horsepower. Well, I just go ahead and say 700. I got a stage 2 supercharger put on it. I did it the 3rd week after I purchased the vehicle. It is a manual, fully customized. It's my favorite car out of all my fleets. Like, I got all these luxury cars, all the way from a Sentra all the way up to a Aston Martin, and the Mustang is still by far my favorite. It's the rawest. The sounds, like hell, my HOAs hate the damn car. Like, they tried to get me to get rid of it. I'm like, is you gonna buy me another fucking car? Nah. And then we have a celebrity that lives in my neighborhood. I'm not gonna say who, but he has 2 Ferraris. He has a F430 Ferrari, and he has a 458 Italia, which the Italia is actually one of my favorite cars on the planet. But I can hear his car every time he cranks it up. He cranks it up at least 2-3 times a week. So I hear it like every time. Like, it's woken me out of my sleep. It's woken my wife up out of her sleep. But I'm a car guy, so it doesn't really bother me as much. So when an HOA says something about my Mustang, I'm like, all right, now y'all just hate it. I mean, it is loud as shit, but I'm not getting rid of my Mustang. But anyway, so I rented out on Turo, and everyone who has rented that car has been a gem. And what I mean by that is no one on Turo has abused my Mustang. They handle it with care. It's a stick shift, so I typically attract car enthusiasts. And it's guys who already have Porsches. Like, almost every person who's rented that Mustang owns a Porsche, a Corvette, Aston Martins. They own Subaru WRXs. I get those guys, which I prefer, because they understand. Like, if I had their car, if I had that car, I'll treat that car such the same way. Like, no one has ever done over 90 miles an hour. I've never got a report back on my vehicle of burnt tires, nothing. Like, Turo has attracted probably the best renters for that Mustang. And when I first initially got it, I wasn't going to rent the car on Turo. I was just gonna, let it be a thing for me, and that'll just be my heart car, like my hero car, And I was going to just leave it, and let it just be a garage baby. But I just got curious, put it on the market, and the Mustang was listed high. I had it listed for like $199 a day, so can anyone just rent it? You know what I mean? If you look on Turo, the typical Mustang, an automatic or a punk ass V6, goes for like maybe $69 a day, all the way up to $99 a day, depending on your market in Atlanta. It's typically around between $69 and $99. I know in Florida they don't go for shit. I see them for $45, $50. Like, honestly, you doing Turo in Florida, I don't know how the fuck you're making money. Like, you can't possibly run it out as a business. You have to just be trying to cover your car now, because the prices in Florida are just wickedly low. Like, I could not survive in Florida with this. And it's so crazy because I'm only like a few hours away, like 6 to 10 hours away from Florida. So it's so crazy how the market, matters, because in Florida, Mustangs is a typical car. That's like a Corolla here. You know what I mean? Like luxury and exotic cars is just a thing there. So I guess they don't really care like that. Or their prices might be low because they get more frequent renters. That could also be a possibility. And I'm pretty sure that's the case because, Miami, Orlando, those are heavy tourist attraction locations. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is. But anyway, so getting to what happened to my Mustang. So my Mustang, I had it for, I had just got it back from a trip, drove it a little bit, and I noticed I hit it real hard on the highway, and then the check engine light started flashing, which is weird. I'm used to a solid, check engine light. When it's flashing, you got a really big issue. So I checked my hum, and it came up like fuel injectors or ECU, and like some of the banks and some of the valves wasn't kicking on or some shit like that. And so I pulled over, I cut the car off, cut it back on, it'll go back to normal. Then if I rev the car really high, it'll do the same thing. So I ended up taking it to Ford. I took it to Ford, and they told me that I need a valve cover gasket, and it's about a $900 repair. Which is crazy because when I first got a Mustang, I was like, this is what I need. You know what I mean? I've had Lamborghinis, I've had Maseratis, I own a Aston Martin. So when I got a Mustang, man, I was like, I can't wait to get it. The Coyote engine is bulletproof, no maintenance, kind of like my Corvette. So I'm like, yes, like that's what I need. I need reliable power. You know what I mean? Because every time I hit the power on an Aston Martin, man, I used to be like, this is going to be the day. This is going to be the day. Like, I literally live terrified. I don't make enough money, really, to own my Aston Martin. I don't, because I'm always still scared. And nothing is broken on a damn car. I'm just terrified of it. And it's almost out of warranty. I really need to just give the shit back. But, so I took the car to Ford, drove it there, didn't have it towed, drove it there. And a couple days go by, they told me about the intake, for $900. So I said, all right, go ahead and just do this shit. Just get it fixed. I just want my baby back. The day I was supposed to pick it up, I get a call, and they tell me that they have blown my engine, that they broke, like some pistons broke off or something like that. I don't know. It's just when I heard it, like I literally I just went blank. Like I had just went fucking blank. Like I couldn't. I'm like, what? You what? I mean, and then now, mind you, this is a Mustang. You know what I mean? This isn't a Lamborghini. This is a Mustang. So I'm like, how the hell did you blow an engine? So of course, I was upset, but I wasn't that upset because the next thing out of his mouth was, "Don't worry about it. We have you a brand new engine coming." Come again? A whole new engine? Oh, take your fucking time. Take your fucking time. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I can't argue with 0 miles. You know what I mean? So I don't want to get in this video bashing Ford. You know what I mean? Because, shit happens. I was upset at first until he said that. Then I got my shit together. I still had to act like I was mad on the phone. I was like, new engine. Oh, that means I won't have it for this long and this long. Man, as soon as I hung up that damn phone, man, I jumped for fucking joy. And I was extremely happy. So now it's been about 2 months. We had to wait on the engine to come in. So I actually should be getting the car back in a few days. Hopefully, I did have the car has a what's that shit called? It has I had to get because the exhaust is custom. I had to get all that cut off just so they can put the engine in, and they wasn't covering that. They said because my exhaust system is aftermarket, they'll cover the engine, but they can't cover the exhaust. So I had to get the car towed from Ford, and that's why you see, if you see the picture in the thumbnail, you see that's why it was on a tow truck. I had to get a tow from Ford to a muffler shop to get them to cut that so they can go ahead and drop the engine back in. So hopefully I'll have it in a couple of days because I'm really excited to bring that car to the channel. That's like my Halo car right now. Like I absolutely love my Ford Mustang. Like everyone should own a Mustang at some point in time. And I'm not talking about no little punk ass V6. Like not no 4-cylinder, like no EcoBoost. No, you need a GT or higher, a GT 350R. That's another thing. I am thinking about trading it in for the new GT 500. The problem is the Corvette is out now, and I don't see a reason to get the GT 500. But unless I want to get it and keep it because it won't depreciate, it'll hold. All GT 500s really hold their value extremely well. That'll be the only reason I might get a GT 500. And that dual clutch transmission is tempting, but it is something about a freaking manual, man. Like, for one, everyone should drive a Mustang, but two, everyone should drive a manual Mustang. Like, oh my God, it's just, I feel invincible when I'm shifting those gears, man. All my Mustang enthusiasts know. But again, that's the status right now on that car. Like I said, I will be putting that up on the channel as soon as I get back. As soon as it comes back. And I don't know, man, what y'all think? GT 500? Now, but here's the thing. If I get a GT 500, I'm not putting that on Turo. Like, I'm just not. Like, cause if something happened to that car, I will lose my fucking mind. I try not to have a personal, put my personal feelings in this, because a lot of Turo guys do that. I try not to do that. I try to put cars in there that I understand that it's just a piece of metal, but a GT 500 would be extremely special to me. I've always wanted one. I actually fell in love with the one from Need for Speed, the custom one that, Carroll Shelby had something to do with it, so they say in the movie. But I've been in love with GT 500s. So like I said, I might trade it in for that, but it's like, I don't know. I already got almost 700 horsepower. How much faster do I really need to go, especially in Atlanta? I don't know, man. So we'll see. So thank you guys for tuning in again, man. Y'all rocking with me, man. I see my subscribers going up, man. I need to hear from you guys too. What are things that you want to see more or hear about more or get information on more? Let me know, man, because I'm taking this seriously. And I have to say that because I see people that start a YouTube channel, then you go to their channel and they got like one video. They quit really quickly when it doesn't, skyrocket or pop off immediately. So I got a lot more patience with that. This may take years to develop, may take 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, a year. I don't know. But I'm on it, man. The longest ride sharing is a thing, car sharing is a thing. That's my subject, just my topic. I'm cool with that. All right, y'all. Peace out.